It's time, once again, to join the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers for Para-Talk. A wide-ranging, open discussion covering everything from UFOs to psychic phenomena, cryptozoology, to paranormal encounters. Do you have a question? Or perhaps you have an experience to share? Email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. That's 865-264-0448. And now, here's your host, Stephen Brown, with fellow ETGS members Steve Wiseman, Andrea Brown, Jesse Arms, Elsie Adams, and me, Mike Howard. Sit back, relax, and open your mind. It's time for Para-Talk.
Hello and welcome to Para-Talk. It is Saturday, June 1st. And if you're new to Para-Talk, thank you very much for tuning in. We are a paranormal team from East Tennessee that hosts a podcast devoted to the paranormal. We cover everything from spirits to cryptozoology to this, that, and everything. And with me this week, I have my wife, Miss Andrea Brown.
Hello.
How are you?
Lovely. And you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
And also this week, for the first time in like 42 days.
Actually, I think it's been longer.
It's probably been longer than that. We have Mr. Steve Wiseman.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
How's it going, buddy?
It's going.
It gets so lonely when you're not here.
Oh,
I know.
Well, I see him every day now.
Yeah. Lucky.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're...
Is this thing on?
Yes. It's
Okay.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear myself as well.
You can't?
I can't hear myself.
Turn up your volume.
Turn up the volume.
That one's yours.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Okay. I can hear you like amazing, but
Hello.
I can hear you amazing. I just can't hear myself amazing.
Okay. Well,
It's okay. I don't need to hear
But
myself
I hear
amazing.
you amazing.
Do
Yeah.
you? Okay.
I hear you both. So
Okay.
we're good.
Peachy.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
How we doing?
Awesome.
Yeah. So this is early
Yeah.
on a Saturday morning.
This
A
is
little too early.
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, but the
I've
guy...
only had 17 cups of coffee.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He is a couple short.
Yeah. Sorry. You should have got those other three.
I know.
Yeah. We'll work on that after the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, we're recording early because the guy that we're interviewing lives in the Netherlands.
What?
I am
Yeah.
super excited.
And so right now there it's 4 p.m. or after 4 p.m. 4:20. Oh, it is 4:20 p.m. Did you get that?
I got it.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
Here, you want to hit?
Yeah.
Isn't that legal over there?
I don't know.
Isn't that where Amsterdam is?
No.
No?
No, I don't think.
Really?
I thought Amsterdam was in Germany.
No.
Are you
Man,
sure?
we do not know our geography.
Mr. Google.
I'm not a geography guy at all. But I don't think it's in the Netherlands.
Hold on.
I know it's not in Germany.
Are you sure?
100%.
Because, dude, I remember that movie, Euro Trip, and they went to Germany, and they went to Amsterdam. Because they went to that sex dungeon, and dude got, like, totally ruined by this big German dude.
It is in the Netherlands.
Is it really?
Amsterdam, Netherlands.
Ah, there you go. Look at you.
Look at
Right.
him.
Look at that. Points
It's only
go.
because one of my dream vacations.
Points go to Mr. Steve Wiseman and Andrea Brown. Stephen Brown, 0.
Thank you, Google.
Yeah. So goes my life. But so you missed out last time when we had Mandy from the Vodka and Ghost podcast on here with us.
It's always a blast.
Always a blast.
Always a blast with vag.
Always a blast with vag.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, you did. But so we discussed creepy things that kids say.
Right.
And, yeah.
Kids are just creepy, period.
They kind of are, yeah. But, I mean, some of the things that were discussed that kids have said were downright disturbing. I mean, very disturbing. And
Quite creepy.
yeah. So if you guys haven't listened to that episode yet, go back to episode 39 and check it out, because it's a really good episode with lots of creepy things that kids have said. And from that podcast, we got a call in from a listener telling us a little story. Not really, I guess it is creepy things that kids say, but it's an experience that happened that his kid told him was going on.
Creepy things kids see.
Creepy things kids see, and then the way they describe it. So, I don't want to wait. I want to play that right now so everybody can hear. So
Let's do it.
Let's check out this listener call in.
Hey guys, this is Steve Phillips. I just want to touch base with you and just say, caught the newest episode of what children say, or creepy things that children say. Just so happened, after I heard the episode today, I had to reach out to you guys to share a story with you. Yesterday evening, me and my two oldest sons, 7 and 8 years old, we were setting up in our backyard. We were doing a little target practice with my BB gun that I had when I was a kid. Just want to share an experience with them. And the youngest one, Cannon, he's 7. He starts walking down the hill. He goes to shoot basketball and comes back up to the top of the hill, and he's got his hands kind of up around his shoulders. Well, his oldest brother, he said, Dad, something's wrong with Cannon. He said, he looks like he's down. And I asked him, I said, Cannon, buddy, I said, what's wrong? And he said, nothing, Dad. And I said, no. I said, you tell me what's wrong. He said, down at the bottom of the hill, there's a little girl. I said, a little girl? He said, yeah, Dad, standing right in front of your Jeep. I said, what does she look like? He said, well, she's about this high, and he raised his hand, probably about maybe 3 to 4 inches above his head. And he said she has dark hair. I said, is it dark like your brother's? He said, no. I said, it's darker. I said, so it's like a dark brown. And he said, yeah. And I said, can you tell me what she's wearing? He said, she's wearing something white. I said, can you tell if it's a shirt or anything? He said, well, it just looks fuzzy. He said, that's all I can tell. He said, it kind of looks like a dress. He said, it comes down to here, and he pointed down, probably about midway down his calf. He said, but I can't see her feet. And he said, she has no eyes. I said, are her eyes black? He said, no. He said, she just has no eyes. And she has kind of like a puppy dog nose, Dad. And I said, he said, what do you mean she has a puppy dog nose? I said, is it black? He said, no. He said, it kind of sticks up in the air just a little bit. He said, just the tip of it kind of sticks up in the air. And I said, can you see her right now? He said, yeah. He said, she's sitting right here looking at me. And I said, can you wave at her? And real nervously, he takes his hand up, starts waving, and his eyes got about as big as my fist. And I asked him, I said, Cannon, I said, what is it, son? He said, Dad, she just ducked down behind the brick wall while she's trying to play hide and go seek. And so he's been pretty terrified of this has happened. And but Cannon, he's a child that he absolutely loves being outside. He loves coming outside, jumping off a trampoline, shooting basketball, having target practice from time to time. I mean, just anything that child can do outdoors, he has to be outside. Today, I can't even get him to step foot outside the door. And, well, just so happened, when my wife and I purchased our new house, we started experiencing some things when we first moved in. We heard dishes falling from the kitchen. There were no dishes in the house at all at that point in time. We were painting what is our boys' playroom. We got right in front of their closet door, and I had felt just a cold touch come up onto my right arm, in between my wrist and my elbow. And my arm in between the area turned ice cold. Well, the following weekend, came in, painting in the living room, had the same experience. Felt the touch on the same arm, and got ice cold. We've had several different experiences inside the house. It's got to the point where we've actually had several people in the house, and it sounded like the whole attic was coming down on top of us. Went upstairs to look, and nothing was disturbed, nothing was moved, no animals, no form of entry by anything. And it's got to the point that we've had to have the house, we tried cleansing the house, and after we tried cleansing the house ourselves, we had seen a small girl, just how my youngest son, or my middle son, Cannon, how he explained her. She's probably about maybe 4 feet tall, dark hair, just past her shoulders, white dress, and could see her feet below her calves. And we found this very odd that he explained this girl in the exact same way that we've seen her. Since then, we've actually had our house blessed. We haven't had any activity until yesterday, and it's almost been a year to date. So, just wanted to share the story with you guys, and keep up a great job with the podcast, guys. Thanks.
And I just want to say thank you to Steve Phillips for calling in and sharing that story with us. Amazing.
It's
amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah. I mean, Steve, I want to
I'd be getting rid of my kid.
I want to give him props because Steve always listens to the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
He always comments on them.
We really appreciate you, Steve.
Yeah, big time, brother. And
more than a listener, a friend.
yes, exactly. And, for those of you that have stories that you want to share and will do it want to do just like Steve did, all you have to do is call us at 865-264-0448. And
you don't even have to leave your name.
No, you don't have to leave your name.
Story.
Yeah, just leave your story. And because we'll play you as an anonymous listener and share your story with what you have going on and get it out there so people can hear. I mean, people love these stories,
Oh, yeah. And it helps other people who have experienced similar things realize that they're not alone.
You're exactly right.
And it helps us with topics.
It totally
It really does.
Yeah, you're exactly
because,
right.
I mean, you could call us with something that we haven't discussed, and it's like, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that too. Yeah. So, just call us at 865-264-0448. Leave your message, and we'll get it uploaded and play it on a future episode of Paratalk. And
please and thank you.
I can tell it's early for you.
I know, dude.
He's stumbling all over the place.
everywhere.
Yeah. I had 1 cup of coffee.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, I made breakfast.
Oh,
You
and it
did.
was damn good.
Yeah. But I was working on getting
Scott
that
County
stuff.
tomatoes.
Scott County tomatoes. Oh my God.
It was so good, Stephen wore it.
And yes, you're exactly right. I was eating my breakfast sandwich this morning, and the egg exploded.
He got yoked.
I was yoked. And I'm not joking about that. It went everywhere.
It was a funny ass yoke.
It was.
So funny. So bad jokes.
I just want to share something real quick with the listeners. While we were playing the call-in from Steve, us sitting here in the studio had a little paranormal experience. And we're sitting here, and we heard a man talking outside the studio door. All 3 of us.
We did.
With our headphones on, listening to Steve's story, we heard a man talk outside the studio door. And that's not the first time that's happened today.
I know, that was crazy.
So go ahead and explain what happened to you this morning, Andrea.
Well, we have an ensuite bathroom, and I was in the bathroom, and I had heard Stephen get up this morning, because, older house, floor creaks. And Steve was here, so I thought that Steven was getting out of the bed and going down the hallway, and I heard, "Sup, dude?" And I was,
Sup.
"Sup, dude?" And which is a very common greeting around here in the morning, "Sup, dude?" But I got done and walked back into the bedroom, and Steven was sitting on the bed getting dressed. And I was like, "Did you just say sup, dude?" He looked at me like, "Are you crazy? Why would I say sup, dude?"
To no one. I'm standing in the bedroom.
And I said, because I just heard you say sup, dude. I thought you were talking to Steve." He goes, "Nope."
No.
I was
Not
like,
at all.
"Alrighty then. Okay."
Yeah, so apparently something's going on here in the house that we're going to have to check into.
Too bad we.
Who are we going to call?
I don't know. Do you know anybody with paranormal equipment?
I might.
Yes.
I
I
think
work
we
with a
had-
guy.
I think we have
So
some
do I.
connections.
Okay.
I
It's
know-
okay.
I
Me and
know
Steve
the-
both
okay.
work with a guy.
Well, I'm just gonna say I know these two guys. They're just crazy, ridiculous. You don't know them, but anyway, I know them and they have stuff. So
Okay. All right.
Call him.
We'll call them. You can probably find them at 865-264-0448.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, you'd think this was like late at night or something.
Well,
So
I mean,
stupid.
what time did we went to bed late? You and I did.
Well, no, okay, no, I dozed off and then woke up to Jurassic World,
Yeah.
and then I was like, okay, let's go to bed.
You guys fell asleep before I did,
Yeah, we did.
Yes, which is
and that's very
so unusual.
Dude,
odd.
I've been going to bed at 8:30 all week long. Working out in the sun all day because it's been 90 plus degrees here all week.
I mean, working in my freezing office all week has just killed me.
Shut up.
Sitting with my heater on. But no, we get up at like 1 o'clock this morning to go back to bed, and I'm already involved in Jurassic World. So what do? I stay up and watch Jurassic World.
Right.
I woke up this morning to Conan the Barbarian.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get George Humphries from the band Trigger the Madness on the line. And he's going to share some paranormal stories that he experienced while he was in the British military. And then we may hear a little ditty.
A little bit.
A little ditty from
Dilly dally.
Yes, from his band Trigger the Madness.
I think y'all will like it.
Yeah. If you're into metalcore, because it's straight up metalcore.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Rock on. Yeah. Throw the devil horns up in the air, because we're going to hail somebody. We'll be back.
So many people spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars on that perfect infrared camera, hoping to catch that epic paranormal shot or simply to document their nighttime escapades, only to pair it up with an IR illuminator that gives off a hotspot in the center of the frame and performs subpar for their camera's capabilities. We did the same thing. Let me save you some time and money spent on multiple IR lights with one name, Deadlight. Created from the minds of Josh Bender and Justin Brown, who are also paranormal investigators, the Deadlight is the elite light to add to your camera arsenal. We have tested the Deadlight and illuminated areas up to 300 feet away. Did I mention these lights are built like a tank? Super durable and sturdy construction. Josh builds each Deadlight to meet your needs and is in constant contact during the building process. So forget the other lights out there and go straight to the best. You can check out the complete line of Deadlights on Facebook at Deadlight LLC. Justin and Josh are constantly exploring new features to add to the Deadlights. ETGS will never use another light in the field, simply because nothing else compares. Get your Deadlight today and you too can light up the night.
You're listening to PARA-Talk. If you have a question or an experience to share, email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. And now, back to Paratalk.
Okay, guys, welcome back. I'm Steven, and I still have Steve and Andrea with me.
Well, hello.
How are you guys?
Yeah, I'm still
I
here.
mean,
You're still here.
It's been like 3 minutes.
It's been a little longer than that, jackass.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I know, right? Harsh.
Sorry, it's early, and I only had 1 cup of coffee.
I don't have a Snickers to give you either, so.
I know. We'll get by that. It'll all pass.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm excited. On the line from the up-and-coming metalcore band Trigger the Madness, we have lead vocalist and screamer extraordinaire, Mr. George Humphries.
Hey, welcome.
How's it going, brother?
Thank you.
How's it going, man?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, not a problem.
I'm good. Enjoying the weather in sunny Holland right now. But yeah, doing great.
Awesome.
You guys?
Yeah, it's hot as hell here.
Well, it's America, what do you expect?
Yeah. It's
This
hot.
is true.
It's hot as hell. It's been like this week's been the lower to mid 90s all week long. And
wow.
Yeah. And Steve and I, we both work for the Department of Energy outside in the heat in like full Tyvek dress out and respirators, and it sucks, but it pays the bills.
Yeah, I don't envy you at all. But if it makes it all better, I did a show last night up in North Holland in Erica, and they had these LED lamps right in front of my face, and I'm not even lying how close these things were. I could probably spark a cigarette off it just by standing still. And, I came off that stage and I literally looked like I had UV radiation poisoning. It's crazy.
Nice little suntan.
Yeah. So last week, Andrea's cousin reached out to us and said, I want you guys to check out this band. They're trying to get their name out there, and would you guys care to help them and maybe play a song or mention them on Paratalk? And I was like, sure, send me some music so I can hear them, because, I'm not going to play some podunk country music on here because I hate country music. And
yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm not really a fan of country either. I have to be really in the mood for country, but, more along the side of a suicidal mood to listen to country. I'm opposed, yeah.
All right, yeah, we need to drink a beer together, but so she says, sends me the music, and I was like, okay, yeah, I dig that, and so I reached out to you, and then you proceeded to tell me that you actually have some paranormal experiences yourself.
Yes, I do. Some really, really creepy crap. And me, I started off as a skeptic, and even though I'm surrounded in my family by shitloads of paranormal stuff. Well, for one, my sister basically found out she ended up being a mild medium. I don't know the exact terminology for it, but she ended up being a medium. And like some of the stuff she's told me and stuff that I've witnessed myself, then I started to believe a bit more, do you know what I mean? And now I can't even walk up the road and think, that's a sign, holy shit, something's following me now. And it does influence a lot of my lyric writing as well, because I like writing about, it's not like I'm, emo, dark guy, do you know what I mean? I like writing about this stuff because it's what draws humanity to that, do you know what I mean? Everyone's so obsessed with the unknown.
Absolutely,
yeah. Me, massive fan of the paranormal now. Like, if I could show you my front room, literally I have a Ouija board coffee table. It's huge, and it's a wicked conversation starter, especially when you have like, I don't know, the council or whoever comes around to check the house over, and they're like, oh crap, you guys have a Ouija board in your front room. What you saying?
So your earliest paranormal experience, could you describe that to us? Let our listeners hear.
I would say my earliest would involve my big sister, obviously the one I just spoke about. Amy's always had, like, I don't know, it's weird ever since we were kids, you know what I mean? She's always had these, you know, kind of weird things happening to her, but, you know, being kids, you just think, nothing of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But when she started to get to grips with it and she made pals with someone or something like that, and who has the same sort of gift, like she's a massive medium and they call themselves spiritual partners or something, they just find themselves, you know? And my big sister's house up on the basically an old Victorian house, you know, old as shit. It's and like, how do I start? So, you know, she had 2 kids at the time. My kids and
Hey, let me interrupt you real quick. Your audio is ducking in and out crazy bad right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how about now?
Now you sound perfect.
Okay, yeah, I keep getting a lot of music through your side as well. So
here, let me turn. Just the background music I got playing. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. Okay. So we heard Big Sister house creepy as shit.
Okay, I'll go from creepy as shit then.
All right.
But yeah, basically, you know, old house in southeast London, and everything in London's pretty much haunted. Everything is.
Right.
Mainly because Britain's been around for so goddamn long. But,
Right.
you know, with kids, it can go 2 ways. Your kid's either lying or your kid's not lying at all.
Right.
And the thing is, with my nephew Jack, he, I think he was around about 2 or 3 years old, and he'd wake up at night, roughly the same roundabout time, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, screaming his head off. And you know, as a parent, like I'm a new parent myself.
Congratulations.
There's something wrong with this kid. Do you know what I mean? What was going on? And you know, and you think, you know, it's just night terrors. He's just having nightmares. He's fine. He's young. Fair enough. But it kept happening, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse, to the point he did not want to go in that room on his own anymore. So when he got to around about the age of 3, right, what's going on? You have a drink? He went, no, I'm awake. Like, right.
Okay, it's happening again. Oh.
How about now? How's that?
Yeah, say something.
Is that better now?
That's better now. Yeah.
Okay. Where was I? Along the line, yeah. So she's asking him what's going on, and he goes, "Well, there's a man in my room." And Amy's like, as a parent, you'd be kind of freaked out by that.
Yeah.
But so I know who the fuck's in my house. Yeah, and she said to me, "You're not lying to me, are you?" He goes, "Mummy, I never lie to you. I never will." And the thing is, I can, not being biased because he's my nephew, he doesn't lie. He never does. He's the most God's greatest little angel you'll ever find. Do you know what I mean? He is brilliant. Lie to anyone. So, and she goes, "Okay. What does he look like?" And he goes, "He's an old. Okay. Where is he in his room? It's always by the window." Okay. Did he say anything to you? And if he's scared, it's a naughty word. I'm not allowed to say it. Well, no, this time say it. It's fine. You can say a swear word. And I'll shit you not, when I found this out, literally the shivers went up my spine. It was horrendous.
Wow.
He kept saying, "Get out, bastard. Get out, you little bastard." And the thing is, what's freaky about it, Jack is a bastard child. So,
wow.
Yeah, so literally my sister got the fuck out of Dodge pretty damn rough.
Yeah.
Literally to the other end. And so, yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. But that was from the earliest one, and finding that out was just crazy. Absolutely nuts. So, but there's quite a few. I've got loads of.
Wow. Yeah, that's intense. I mean, like, we did a podcast last week on creepy things that kids say, and a lot of that dealt with, you know, things they had seen or experienced, or just creepy shit that would come out of their mouth for no apparent reason that freaked their parents out. But
yeah,
at the beginning of this of the podcast, I played a listener call in to the show where they were talking about experiences that their son had just this past week, and about seeing a little girl with like a puppy dog style nose and everything.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, so
that's either one serious acid trip,
yeah,
or one fucked up kid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like his parents, like the guy that called in, he's a paranormal investigator as well, and so he don't know if like where they're living, if there was something there, or if something may have attached to them on an investigation, and he brought it home. Because him and his wife had seen the same girl a few years ago. And then, and they don't discuss this stuff with the kids. And here his young son describes the exact same thing that him and his wife had witnessed a few years ago. So, yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, kids are either going to lie or they're going to tell the absolute truth. And
most of the time it's brutally truth, because they don't know any different.
You're exactly right. Yeah. I mean, unless
For saying that, though, there's one point on that story I did actually forget. The point where we knew that he wasn't lying, and this is no word of lie on my nan's grave, right? It's horrible for me. Like when Amy told me, I thought, it's a scary story, but a couple of months later, he started waking up with bruises and scratches, and then just like, no, that's it, done, out of this house.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there wasn't like, a kid bumping himself into the side of the dresser or of a wardrobe door. No, these were like fingernail marks and punches, and there was bruising around his throat, and that was it, done, out of there now.
Yeah, get the hell out of Dodge. See ya. So since she moved, has the stuff stopped?
It has stopped, yeah. But my sister's gift,
right? Yeah.
She's really adopted it. And the thing is, a nice story, not really paranormal, but along the same sort of lines.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I moved to Holland. I've been living in Holland now for about 4 years, and unfortunately, it's going to make me sound like a jackass, but I was with another woman for 5 years. Life, I was doing good, house, the works. And my sister phoned me up and she goes to me, I need to do a tarot card reading. And I was like, okay, crack on, I'm down for a cup of tea.
Right.
And she sat down, she'd done this reading, and she said, something's telling me, someone's screaming at me to reveal another card. I'm like, what, something inside of you, or actually someone telling you? She goes, no, someone is standing behind me, won't tell me his name, telling me to reveal another card. I was like, okay, do it, go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And she's revealed it, and she goes, you're going to make one hell of a decision in about 4 weeks' time. And I'm thinking, that's bullshit. But the thing is, the backstory behind this is me and my wife, we've known each other since, the beginning of days where, you had the internet was just starting off, and you if you're on the internet, your mum shouts up from upstairs, get off the fucking phone, I need to use the fucking internet.
Yeah, I remember those days, yeah.
Back in them old, really dodgy, internet chat rooms where you literally don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
But me and my wife ended up being pen pals for about 15 years. And literally after my sister left, my wife texted me saying, I'm coming to London on such and such day. Do you want to come and meet me for a beer? And, I've been talking to this person for like 15 years. So I thought, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And, out with her, fell in love with her, fell in love with me, and sacked my house, sacked my job, moved here within a month.
Wow.
Just because the paragraph. Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it?
That's cool.
Yeah, see.
To write a book, bangs.
There you go. That's awesome.
But no, so some of the stories my sisters have told me it makes your jaw smack the floor. It's crazy, some of the stuff. But I will tell you one. I will tell you another one. I was in the army for about roughly around 6-7 years. But I was based in Germany, and the area I was based in was Paderborn. We got about 2,000 stationed there. All the old accommodation blocks in that area belong to the SS.
Mm.
As soon as you walk through the camp, you just get that horrible vibe. Like, I don't know if you've ever visited Europe and gone to concentration camps, but you always get that horrible, sinister vibe, you know, and you think, yeah, shit happened here.
Yeah, right.
And some story about the camp to start off. At the front gate, you got like these cobble roads, and all the cobble roads were made by the Jews that were stationed in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Because only up the road you've got Bergen-Belsen, where Anne Frank was sent to, and that place is just nasty.
Wow.
All the accommodation blocks were pretty much original, except for a new lick of plaster and plasterboard up, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? Everything else was original. So whenever you was on your own and you smoked, you always had that feeling that someone was watching you, but you just think, we'll be all right.
Right.
Basically, I got sent to Canada, and I got injured. I fucked my eye up, and I got sent back. And literally, I'm probably one of 5 people on this high by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And whilst we were out in Canada, they refurbed the block. When I spoke to the sister, that's the first place. They, you know what I mean? They can, I don't know, it's like disturbing the spirit, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I think nothing of it. I got back and they give me a key to this new block, and they said, right, here's the front door keys. So you're the only person that can get in and out. So I was like, okay. So we couldn't smoke in the block. So basically, you walk out of my door, turn left, and the fire door, I'll smoke outside. So I out my room, turn left, onto the fire door, and there's a big long corridor that's up about 30 meters. And you've got that fine door, you walk on it, you can hear that squelching. And I hear like of hills down. And I'm just you can hear the squelch.
Hold on. Pause just a second, man. You're cutting in and out again.
Oh, God, sir. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm going through, and you're a lot better now.
Oh, okay. So, you could hear the, these leather hills coming down. And I've walked up a bit, and they've stopped. And I'm thinking to myself, either I'm really tired, or I'm seriously hearing shit now. So I said it in English first. I said, hello, is anyone there? While trying not to shit my pants.
Right.
And it was nothing. I heard nothing. I was like, do you know what? But I'll bet you 20 quid that something's going to happen if I say it in German. So I've just, composed myself up. Right, ready to... Hello, ist der Ehrmann? And I, no word of a lie, on my nan's fucking grave, and it still sends shivers up my spine now. Every light in front of every single door, all that had like motion. And coming down the spot door. I've never run so fast. I'm done. Out of there. No, see you later. I went even to the what you guys call a chaplain, but we call it a padre.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into this office, and he's old school Irish, and he was also a medium.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not staying in this block. There's something wrong with this block. And he was like, "Oh, behave. You're just being a fucking pan." Come in there. I'll show you. There's nothing there. And this is how I know that block was wrong, because he walked in there. He took 2 steps, and then it's 2 steps back out, and it's entirely to you. Taking up the stage. So,
wow.
So, the thing is, when the guys started coming back from Canada, a lot more shit started to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'd find handprints at the shower door, and I remember one guy, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, Alistair, kitchen. I served with him a day. Apparently, he woke up with bruising around his neck. And they could planning.
Losing you again.
Hear me now?
I hear you now.
Okay. He said apparently I could see a guy standing on the outside his window, but he lives on the 3rd floor.
Wow.
So I explained that once.
Wow.
So it's nuts. Like, obviously, after this interview, I can send you a load of photographs of the old camp, and you'd literally see all these, the SS marching through. There's even images of Hitler being in there in the same camp.
Definitely.
So, definitely. Yeah, we'll post that.
Yeah, I'll look them up and I'll search them for you, man. But
heck yeah,
it's crazy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, those are.
I
was going to say those are crazy experiences. I mean, I don't know what it would be like to go into one of those old concentration camps. I mean, because I'm sure, just walking on, you're going to feel that sense of sadness and dread. Yeah. I mean, like we've been doing this for many, many, many years, investigating. Like our team's been together since 2009, and we've all been investigating well before that. And so, we've grown a sensitivity to how things feel. Like, we're to the point where we can walk into a location and like Steve, we found out that he's empathic. And so, he feels shit that we don't feel. We can walk into a place, and we'll get the goosebumps and we can tell if something's near. But Steve, it's like anything that is dark in a location,
it finds me. It
finds him. I mean, it's drawn straight to him. He's been punched, scratched, choked twice. It's been. I mean, we've had some experiences in some of these locations. But so right now, I wanna cut to the meat and potatoes of this. I want you to tell us about your band. Because I don't ever get to do this. We never get to talk.
This is his DJ dream.
Yes, this is my DJ dream.
We are true metalheads.
Yeah, Steve and I are metalheads. And so, tell us your band, Trigger the Madness. You guys formed when?
So the band originally formed in 2009. With a different lineup, and they were a much younger band, if you know what I mean. Like, they're fresh out of school, they don't know what they're going to do, so they start writing. The original material they had was, it was good in my eyes. But then they took a 2-year hiatus after releasing one single for unknown reasons. Mm-hmm. And then obviously I came over in 2016, and I met Gideon, who's our drummer now. And we went for this, this project. It was like post-hardcore project. And, I've never even heard of that genre. So at that time, I was just like, okay, yeah, fuck it, I'll give it a shot. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't me and Gideon's cup of tea. You know what I mean? We're metalheads. Like, we're pure metalcore. Like, I love singing, and I love screaming, and I love throwing a room around.
Right.
So that project we went for, it didn't take off at all. We didn't get any further than the practice room. So, and he phoned me one day and he says, look, I don't want to lose you as a singer. So I've got this old band, this old project. Would you be interested? Yeah. Like, said nothing. Look, and I knew like day one, it's like your college thing.
Right.
When you go into a room, as soon as I heard this, I was like, this is where I belong. 100%, this is where I belong.
Hell yeah.
And especially, like, a lot of my lyrics and my writing style involves basically your own madness, like your own experiences or others' experiences. And yeah, so it's just been a crazy, crazy road for us recently. We released our EP last year following a single as well, which is Tantalized, which I've sent you guys. I think I played it now.
Yep, that's what we will be playing here shortly.
Awesome, I love that track. But yeah, it was our first music video, and the weird thing about it was, you think as a local band, I'm going to get, 200 views at most. Mm-hmm. I think within 5 days we went up to about 20,000 views, and it was just insane feeling for us.
That's awesome. Awesome.
And we're only a tiny little band out of Calder, so it's an amazing feeling for us. It is just mental, and especially like I can release to you guys as well, and I can do this exclusively.
Very cool.
Yeah, we've got another single coming out very, very soon. And it's all to do with the demonic side of life. So it's very, very, very dark. And every time I'm like listening to this track and building this track, do you know when you get like, do you know the guy from Metallica, the bassist?
Yes.
And he's got that bass on, like lips go out to the front. And you're like, oh, that's fucking tasty.
Yeah.
This track does that. You know what I mean? It don't matter where you are. You could be getting married. You could be having a funeral. You still listen to it and you're like, fucking yes, this is tasty. So, basically, this track is called Consequence. And it's all about, if you put yourself in a life perspective of, you know, the lowest point of your life. And I'm pretty sure everyone at least once have thought about it. Like, fuck it, I'm going to sell my soul to the devil just to better myself.
Right.
And it's not just about the whole lead up, life, how you live. It's actually right at the end when you have to hang up.
Cutting out again.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Can hear you now. Yeah.
It's that whole thought process of, fuck, I'm going to hell. Like, I've lived a good life. It was fucked up till now, and now I'm going to hell again.
Right.
You know, so yeah, it's a really, really dark track, and we're really digging it, and we can't wait to release it. So,
can't wait to hear it.
Can't wait to hear it. Yeah.
Oh, guys, literally, I'm not even like bigging this up. It's just a disgusting track.
That's what we like to hear.
But yeah, we done a festival last night, and that was in Metal Yard in North America. That was pretty good. That was with Select Wolf and Sear Bliss, and yeah, we had a great time. If you actually go over to our Facebook page, you can actually see the gig, which we filmed live as well. So
awesome.
It's all there. But mainly for, you know, we want to get our name out there, we want to get our sound out there, and especially like we're doing very well at the moment in America.
Mm-hmm.
So my dream, personally, I just want to go smash the States up, you know.
Yes, yes. Well, we welcome it. We welcome it. Tell everybody where they can find you guys on the interwebs, your Facebook page, your music page, your website. Give everybody all those details.
Okay. So if you, on Facebook, literally just type in Trigger the Madness. It's the first thing that comes up. It's the most obscure name you'll ever find in your life. So it's the first thing that comes up. All our information's on there. Also, our Instagram is, let me think, trigger.my.madness. And that's on Instagram. But obviously, if you find us on Facebook, all the emails on there. So we are open for booking shows. If there are bands listening to this, I'm sure there will be. Mm-hmm. You know, support acts, and headliners. We are more than it. And even if you want to come over to Europe, I mean, hook us up and we'll sort something out and try and arrange everything for you. So, yeah, we just want to get out there and just play some safe music. Definitely.
Very cool. Very cool. Again, this is George Humphries from the metalcore band Trigger the Madness. George, we so appreciate you taking time out of your Saturday and coming on Para-Talk and talking with us. When you release the next single, shoot me a message. I will be sure to share it on our Facebook page and links everywhere. And with your permission, we'll play it on an upcoming episode of Para-Talk for everyone to hear.
Absolutely no problem. Absolutely no problem. You guys will be the first one to hear it straight off the bat. I think we'll send it your way exclusively so you can release it on the day.
Perfect.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I want to just, one more time, thank you to Mr. George Humphries.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
And we're gonna cut out now, and we're gonna get straight into George's single that's available now. It is Trigger the Madness with Tantalized.
Losing my mind, I'm trapped inside this endless cycle. This will be my revolution from the things that I fear. When I close my eyes and hold my breath, think that this will be the end of this. Tell me what you learned from this fucking test. Is it blood that you want? So what's been given? Is this my hell? I am the only demon here. When you turn off the lights and I cross out my mind, give myself something to believe in.
Okay, guys, we are back. And, guys, really?
I love his accent.
Okay, I'm talking about...
Cool.
He was very cool. That song is badass.
It is, yeah.
That song is badass. I know a lot of people aren't into the whole screamo music and all that.
But he does more than just scream.
He does.
He's got a hell of a voice.
He has a hell of a voice.
And I love the fact that there's, actually stories behind it.
So they don't know this because they wasn't there with us.
Right.
So,
where were they?
They were sitting there listening, but they couldn't hear.
Oh.
Yeah, they were deaf for a moment. Momentary deafness.
We had a time lapse.
Yes. So we were speaking with George, thanking him for being on the show, of course, and he told us the meaning behind Tantalized. And it's a whole Greek mythology and a guy dealing with his inner demons and being stuck in a well and can't get out. And I'm going to post a link to this music video for everyone to check out.
It's very, just them being such a new, relatively new group, that is
very high quality.
Yeah, very high quality, very professional type video. It's really good.
I'm sure these guys are funding this all on their own. And so everybody go and check out Trigger the Madness.
If you're in Holland,
that's a kick-ass name for a band.
It is. Yeah,
but
it is.
If you're in Holland in that area, go check them out.
Yeah.
I'm sure their live show is just as amazing.
If you're not in that area, go over there and check them out anyway.
There you go.
All kinds of legalized weed over there.
That's exactly right.
See?
Yeah. So, but on their Facebook page, he was telling us that they have the last night's show posted on there, so you can check them out and see how they look live and how they sound live. And I'm sure it's just as metal can be.
Oh, yeah. And an exclusive
coming
soon,
exclusive to Paratalk listeners only. Their next single will be released on an episode of Paratalk before released anywhere else.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah.
As soon as we get it, we're gonna have to do like an emergency podcast.
Yeah, we told it.
Breaking
news.
Breaking cast.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Steve, you're triggering the madness.
Always.
But again, thank you to George Humphries from the band Trigger the Madness. Awesome stories. I know the signal was a little weak here and there throughout this interview, but
he's halfway around the world.
Yeah, and
or are we halfway around the world?
We both are.
So would that make us?
We're half glass full, half glass empty.
I don't even know what to say about that.
I totally stumped both of you. And I stumped me because I need more coffee.
Go make me a cup.
Here's your Bean Boozle.
No, we can't do those yet. Can't do those yet. That's for an upcoming podcast.
I know.
With
the Vag Girls.
The Vag Girls.
I love me some veg.
We know you do. But yeah, thank you, George, for being on the show. Everybody check them out. Good group of guys with some excellent music. Very talented musicians. Yeah, I've played guitar since I was 6, and that guy, rocks. They're musicians.
We'll have to get all of them on at one time because I just want to hear all their accents at one time.
Oh my god!
Just love the accents. Come on.
Oh, I know you do.
All right, mate.
That was nowhere near close.
That was no.
Steve, it's time to talk in your Michelob Ultra voice.
Okay, here it is.
You have to whisper.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Y'all are crazy.
Does anyone know why they're whispering in that commercial?
I have no fucking idea.
It's the ASMR.
The who? I think she caught an ass at a seminar.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
It's only like, what, 11:21. Come on.
Yeah. And I still have only had 1 cup of coffee.
We know.
Please, remind us again.
Yeah. All right, guys. Coming up soon, we have more with Mandy from Vodka and Ghost. And we'll have Steve with us. And hopefully, eventually, we'll have Jesse back with us. And
these days.
And then we'll...
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
You're triggering my madness, dude. But, and then hopefully we can get Mike and Elsie back in here.
Yes.
I'd like to have a podcast with all of us.
That would be the most confusing podcast ever, and it would be fantastic.
You're exactly right.
It would be.
It would. All right, guys.
I'll share with Jesse. I'll share Mike's with Jesse.
Oh, like hell you will.
But everybody check us out and like us on Facebook and if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, please leave a comment and rate us. It helps get us out there for more people to listen to us and help increase those views and listens. And wow, Andrea is
killing the dog.
No,
killing the dog.
He jumped up on my lap and I tried to put him down and he went backwards.
Was that a Judas Priest song? Killing the dog? No. It was breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
Yeah.
Killing the dog. Killing the dog.
Well, I guess that's the same thing as breaking the law.
Yeah.
Yes, it is actually illegal to kill a dog.
Yes, it is illegal to kill a dog.
Isn't it?
Only if you get caught.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just mean.
It's just mean. You love animals more than anybody I know, so yeah.
I haven't done it.
Accidentally killing the dog.
Accidentally.
My landlord accidentally killed his kid's dog. He backed over his head.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's not end this on a somber note.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go back to Michelob Ultra, Steve. But yeah, so much more coming up in the near future with
I just want to be Jesse's man.
Oh my gosh.
And if you are still listening after all the goofiness, we totally appreciate you guys for hanging out with us.
Appreciate it.
Again, thank you to Steve Phillips for calling in and sharing his paranormal experience that he had going on with his son here lately. And again, if you have a story you want to share and you don't want to leave your name, that is perfectly fine.
Or if you want to say your name while you're in your story, just keep saying it multiple times. You know,
yes.
We'll get your name out there.
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah,
or you can say it in your Michelob Ultra voice.
And I will laugh while we're listening with our mics muted. But, yeah, just reach out to us at 865-264-0448. Leave us your story, and we'll get it on an upcoming episode of Paratalk.
Check out Trigger the Madness.
Check out Trigger the Madness. Thank you to George Humphries, lead vocalist for Trigger the Madness, for stopping in and sharing some of his paranormal experiences and giving us this single, Tantalized, for you guys to hear. Again, soon we will be having an exclusive just for Paratalk listeners. So you guys don't want to miss that. So keep
come back soon.
Come back every time.
Okay.
And, yeah. Will you?
I'll try.
Please.
Well, since I'll be living here.
Yeah, you'll be living here soon, so you will have no excuse like, oh, gotta go home. Dude, you're walking across the yard.
It's so late. That's such a far walk.
I gotta drive all the way. Never mind, I gotta walk.
Baby's sleeping.
Oh, yeah, okay. But thank you guys, and until next time, I'm Steven.
I'm Steve.
I'm Andrea.
And rock on.
You've been listening to Paratalk.
That's all, folks.
You've been listening to Paratalk with the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers. If you have a question or comment about the show you just heard, or you have an experience to share, or you need to contact us concerning an investigation, feel free to email us at etgsparatalk@gmail.com or call 865-264-0448. That's 865-264-0448. We invite you to find and like the East Tennessee Ghost Seekers on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit us online at easttnghostseekers.org. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on Paratalk.